Hello everyone. This is the fourth stream of the game development using the rg3d game engine, and in today's stream we will continue making the elevators as we didn't finish them yet on the previous stream. Let me show you at what point we have stopped. There's plenty of work. So basically the main functionality is done. So the lift is moving, you can call it and send it to any floor. Call it again, and yeah, move to first floor. Call it and jump off. Call it again. But as I probably showed you on the previous stream, we've had a problem with specifying the path points, the call buttons, and so on. So in this stream I want to basically fix that and add some interactive screens to replace those cubes which were serving like a button to call the elevator. And that will probably take 2.5 hours as usual. I hope it will we will be successful today, and yeah, we will see. I'm a bit tired today as usual, but that shouldn't be a problem. Too much of a problem indeed. Yeah, these are take your time to build. Yeah, I should have built that off stream, of course, but I forgot. So what else? What else can I show you before it starts? Yes, I added the new system of custom user properties for scene nodes. As you can see, there's a property and property value. And for simplicity, I have added some basic Rust types and some useful stuff like node handle, which will be useful to specify the path points, the call buttons for our elevator, and we will see that in a second. What I mean. So let's go to let's at first disable that, and yeah, let's select the elevator. So yeah, now we have ability to specify any properties you want. So we want to basically specify path points. So every property can have a similar name. Like there's no restriction to have multiple properties with the same name. That is also useful for situations when we want to have multiple objects assigned in properties. Basically, we want a list of path points, and I will show you what I mean. So to assign a value in here, you can use this, and we also want to add a new yet another path point. That will be this. All right. So, and we also want that to have this name. So these are path points that will be used to basically specify the path on which the lift will travel. Right, let's check the comments. Been following your stuff for years. Keep up the good work. what libraries are you using for this GUI, or if this custom is available as a standalone library. For the UI, I'm using the basically this library, rg3d UI. It is, yeah, it's custom library, and it's available on crates.io. But it is very, like, it is a bit tricky to integrate in your application. By tricky, I mean you need to implement your own renderer and your own basically pass the messages from the window, from the OS window to the UI. Basically what every other library have, but like ImGUI have the same, but they have some backends for various like, how should I call that, frameworks, like the, how that called, the SDL, I think, and so on. So you need to basically do the same. So, but the engine itself implements that for you, so you don't need to bother with that. And yeah, it works on it works on every platform because it's like operation system independent. Basically, you have very little amount of dependencies. But I should mention that it won't work. It won't probably work on the WebAssembly because it requires support of file system, because there are some widgets like this one. This requires access to file system. Yes, like Vulkan SDL, but I think Vulkan is not. Vulkan is a graphics API, but SDL and SFML will be fine, of course, because they are providing the access to window events, the rendering, and so on. Yeah, it's a bit too low level, but you basically need to implement that once, and you're fine. You'll be able to it will work on every platform where your framework is supported. Basically, SDL is like works everywhere. It works on. I'm pretty sure that it even works on consoles. So yeah, you're basically limited with your framework. And yeah, let's get back to our stuff in the editor. So what we also want to implement, to add as a properties, is the call buttons. Yeah, what's in Rust, it's probably the winit library, init. How should I call that? So yeah, in here we should have call button and assign that in here, and add another one, button, and assign the next one. So yeah, it's basically filled in, and we can save that now. And what I also want to check if we can also use, where is that? Yeah, in here. We can also get rid of these colliders, as I have struggled with them on the previous stream. And I think we can use just one collider. Let me show you that in a second. We can use the tri-mesh collider. Right, and let's check if it works. I was a bit suspicious that it won't work on the previous stream, and I decided to like add a set of like separate colliders. But let's see if it actually works now. It will be very useful if it works. All right, it somewhat works. Let's check if it. Oh, right, it works. So yeah, those setup of separate colliders was useless because we could just use the standard tri-mesh collider, and that works perfectly fine. So yeah, that's a big improvement. Now we want to go to the level and to analyze, and in here we want to fill these basically points and cool buttons using the values from this array of custom properties. It's a lot of like it's a bit of compromise between having the ability to run your game in the editor and keeping the editor as simple as possible, because having the ability to run your game in the editor is a bit painful. So I decided to slowly move to that, but implement everything step by step. Basically add the properties that you can customize, create references, assign the references to other scene objects. Basically, this one allows us to quickly find required objects, not parse a name of the node and like okay, that's the path 0 for elevator 1. What is the elevator 1? It's this one, and so on. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff actually, a lot of stuff actually done in the game. I'm just continuing working on that. I want to basically release that on Steam, probably in the beginning of the summer. No, not the beginning of the summer indeed, but maybe in the beginning of summer, in the early access. Who knows? Yeah, let's get back to the code. And in here, I want to do this. So the points will be node properties. And in here, I want to basically go to iterate over them and filter. Maybe not filter, but filter map. And here there will be a property. So and then here we want to check if that property let's import that and check that. What have you implemented? All right. No, we want to check not the property indeed, but right, property value, of course. Handle, and if that equals to basically value, and that will be node handle indeed. All right. Yeah, it's imported the wrong value. Oh, actually, I have this imported already, and I have a name collision. So I want to specify that like so. That would be base scene indeed, and here will be yes, the node handle. Right. So in case of this, we want to let's finish this line first. I want to collect that and collect that into vector. Do I have colon? Yes. That works pretty much okay. Um, um, so what else I can tell about this? Probably, yeah. I have that. The engine have that, not me indeed. So yes, in here we want to also check what's the name of the property. If property name equals to a point, then we actually can do this, and then I get rid of this. And in this case, we also want to return some handle. Yeah, but you also can do that in C++, but basically you need to very carefully design your namespaces. So Rust forces you to do that, and it has a module system. But yeah, the C++ trying to have working modules, but it somewhat works horribly as usual in C++. So yeah, that's the array of points. Now we want to have basically the same for the call buttons. And yeah, let's do that again. Basically copy that. Will be call button. Right, so we can get rid of this. No. What's that? All right, it's a call button. It's not so simple. That will be, yes. So this will be a bit more complex. So the call button actually stores the how that called, the floor stored in the tag, but we now have this ability to store some stuff in the custom properties. So we want to go in here, probably, I don't know, the U32 is okay, and that will be floor, and that will be indeed a 0 floor, this one. And we'll go to here, the same U32 in here, and that will be 1, and this will be the floor. Okay, so much easier. Yeah, the name collision is in C++ is like, is insane. It's I I pretty much don't like C++. I have used it a lot, like 10 years, but now after Rust, it looks like an ancient technology that, like, for some reason still used. So don't know why. People's mind is a bit rigid. They don't want to try new stuff. Right. So let's save that again. I hope I saved. Yeah, that's saved. Let's go to here. Where is that? Yes. So basically now what we want to do is to, if we have a call button, we know its handle. And what we want to do, basically take the reference to that. So if let some node equals to graph get handle, I'm using the try get because this might have a, like, invalid handle, because that made by user pretty much don't trust, even if we have made that ourselves. I mean, I don't want the game to crash, so I basically want to keep everything safe. So yeah, yeah, I agree. So now what we want to do is to take that, do this, and that will be this one, and the floor again will be, what we want to do now is to basically take node properties. Yeah, we can do a shortcut for that. We can go to here maybe, over here, and find property self, find property ref. That will be name stir. And here we'll have an optional property, and that will be the ref indeed. So as you can see, I'm extending the engine while I'm working on the game. So that's my usual usual pipeline. If I'm finding that it's worth supporting the engine, I'm adding that, because yeah, other people might have some the same need as I am. So yeah, why not to add that, something useful. Yeah, let's check elements again. I wonder if there is a better way without the code application instead of connecting into two separate things. I mean, these are like look almost the same. Yeah, it's at some at some extent they are, but maybe like these and this is a bit different. Indeed, we can do like a custom collect function somewhere in here, a standalone function that will be work perfectly. But for simplicity, I don't do that. I'm adding such stuff after the stream. I don't want to like spend a lot of time focusing on the minor things. So in here, I want to add that find property ref function, because it's basically very useful, because we'll probably use that a lot in future. So why not to add this now? So and now it will be a find, and that will be property name equals to name. That's pretty much it. And I wonder if there is a mutable version of the find. There is a mutable. Oh. Hello? Are you okay? That's probably have too much opened projects, and that takes a while to recompile. I hope it does. It does have find mutable. Okay. Is it? Huh, no, it doesn't. And right, it doesn't. You know what? I don't need that now. So let's add it to the comment. And in here, what I want to do is to basically go to properties, find property ref. That will be floor, and yes, we also need to do a check here. Equal some so I want to basically check here the property value. What was that? The U32. That will be the floor. Find floor, and that will be right. I need to think about that in the future. Property value, and that will be the ref probably. And here, what I want to basically pass the floor in here. And what else? Maybe get rid of this. That will be. Why I don't like the points? What do we need? All right, it needs the positions, not the handles. So yeah, now we can do the same and the same, and oops, that will be just the handle, and in here we have node global position, like so, and that will be indeed the base property value. All right, let's check if that compiles. So basically that now is like much more flexible. We can copy the entire elevator with the buttons and stuff, fix the handles to nodes, and that will work for the new elevator. We don't need to bother with the tags, the stuff in the name. So that's much better now when you have the ability to reference objects directly. So let's see if that will work. Basically, nothing should change. Everything should remain the same. Oh, right. Where is the lift? Where is the lift? Is that it? I think so. Right. So probably I messed up the floors on the no, not this. All right, we can actually do the same on the elevator path. Assign the floor in that, but all right. What's that? This one. Where is that? It's in here, and that one is the upper one. What else? What am I missing right now? Let's check that. Okay, so that's it, and that's it. All right. Am I just did something wrong? Let's find out. I want to basically check what are the properties, what are the values. Let's run that on the debugger and find out. Yeah, the TAA is a cancer. It's actually a cancer. So that temporary anti-aliasing is like the worst stuff that have been made to the graphics in the past decade. All right. What are the properties? All right, that debugger is a pain in the ass. And where am I? Maybe I should jump in here, go to node. What that will be? This one maybe. The properties, yeah, the 4, yes, the values seems to be correct. Yes, they are. Yeah, I saw that Matrix like preview or maybe movie or maybe a gameplay capture that was released early, like I don't know, maybe today or like yesterday. That was awesome. That was like photorealistic graphics, almost like photorealistic graphics, like seamless like transition from the Keanu from the movie and the rendered picture. It was like insane. Yeah, I should definitely watch that. That's mind blowing. They have like insanely huge world handled by Unreal Engine. That would like inspires a lot of developers. Um, yeah. What am I? Yes. What am I looking for in here? So what's the handle? All right. The debugger is a bit. Is that helping? Why I can see the value of the handle? Why are you so? Let's jump in here. So the node. So yeah, let's continue. Basically, I don't want to spend too much time on that. I'm suspecting that the elevator stands on the positions of the call buttons, right? So yeah, that's probably the case. But I don't know why. So this checks the path point. Basically equals path point, the name of the call button. Maybe we should. Yeah, let's do this. Points. Or maybe, yeah. What am I doing? What am I, like, I can basically put the breakpoint in here. What am I smoking? Yeah, yeah, they have the temporal anti-aliasing. Yeah, they do. That's that was like catching my eye too. Yeah. What's the points now? Where's that? Points, please. This debugger is freaking useless. Where are the points? Am I blind? These are locals, right? These are locals. Holy shit. I should have used this damn DBG. DBG. I will be the points. And the G. All buttons. I will save a lot of time. Sorry for that. I'm a bit stuck on the simple task. Yes, indeed. Indeed it can't. It goes as usual. The debug is not implemented. Yeah, maybe the forward rendering will like evolve at some point to something great. That will be like major shift in the industry. But for now, it looks like like it wastes too much resources on the vertex shader, and basically preprocessing the entire scene over and over again for every light. But the tiled rendering should, like forward plus or tiled rendering should somewhat fix that. Let's see. All right, the call buttons just one. Why? -11, 3, 7.5, and what's that? -11, 3, 7.5. Why the hell is that in here, in the points? I'm checking for the path point, right? That's... All right. That's indeed very interesting bug. Path point, the call button, and the call button was just one, right? Yeah, it was just one, and that was on the correct handle. Am I like missing something very, very, very obvious? Hmm. The graph, a trigget is equals to path point. All right, let's jump back in again in the debugger. I hope it will work okay. It starts pretty slow on the debugger. What's the value? The index. The index seems to be all right. And what's next? And the next is okay too. What's the node then? Path point. And that what's that? And that where's that? Yes, that looks to be okay. And let's jump in here maybe. All right, take your time. And what's this name should be? Yeah, the call button also. Oh shit, I'm lost in the stuff. Basically, let's go to. Is it? Is it a way better? It sometimes works like a shit. I'm a bit confused. So the call button in here, what's the name of the node? Not the name, but the handle. The handle is all right. Let's check that in here. Everything seems to be all right. Call buttons, points. And what's the output again? Where is it? Not the terminal. The debug. Call buttons. Where is that? All right, it doesn't show. What that's what I mean. Right now, it's actually show that. It basically takes the wrong position. Why? Why are you doing this to me? And that is minus 949 0669. What's that? Yeah, the second one is okay, but the first one is not. You know what? let's check one more thing. One small thing. Rename that to something more like so. And like so. And like so. Maybe it does not like the conflicting names. I don't know. But it shouldn't. That's crazy. Sorry guys. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the like or nothing. Really nothing. I should have finished 15 minutes ago. The constructor of the call button basically takes the handle to the node and the floor. I just don't get why the points are wrong. All right, now we have a problem. We should start save. And that will be start save through. Okay, let's recompile that again. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'm checking the comments while this compiles. So, not a huge problem. Sometimes you like stuck on some very simple thing for like 2 hours and don't get why why the hell it works like this, why it takes the position of the call button as a floor. Like where is that? This is the call button position. Okay, and it basically puts that in here. What's wrong with that thing? So yeah, that wasn't the case. Let's avert that and undo stuff like this. Save. All right, let's try that again. That leads us to here. That leads us to here. That's correct. That leads us to this. That's correct too. And this leads us to here. And let's check the code again. Maybe I've missed something. So yeah, we started iterating over the properties of the node. That's correct. We basically want to iterate over these properties. Check if those are the node handle property. If the name equals to path point. That's correct too. Check if we can actually go by this handle. Take the node again, node's position. And yeah, collect everything. And in case of in this case, yeah, that's that extract floor. That's correct. Yeah, the undo redo system is like a must in the editors. This like I can't imagine the some serious editor without the undo redo system. But some guys designing the editors in a wrong way. They don't like start with the good design from the beginning and having a lot of problems implementing the undo redo system later. So that's is a must-have feature. All right, that will be. You know what? Let's do this. I don't know why it it does this to me, but let's print this freaking array. I want to see its contents right now because this is a bit annoying. What's the warnings? Where it shouldn't be mutable? Yes, it shouldn't be. Yeah, take your time, debugger, to attach. No worries, I will wait. All right, where's the... Why can't I see the output of... Where can I find this? Ah, right, it's in here. All right, let's check the path point, this value and this value. That's absolutely right. This and this is absolutely correct. Then I might be crazy. Yeah, yeah, that should work. Why it's not working? Basically, we are checking if the node handle, the value is not node handle, path point, which is the case. If let some the graph try get handle. In the node, okay. The global position is good too. Also, I want to like, where is that gold again? In here, and yeah, that's gold. Let's jump to this. And just a single... Why? What's going on? Basically, these are the properties, but... Maybe I... Like, what are we doing here? Basically, each iterate over properties, over the elevator properties, filtering the stuff by this closure, and collecting the stuff from this. This is a... I don't know. I'll just do this. Don't get me wrong. I maybe I just don't see the obvious thing, but let's do this. Basically, comment the stuff. Where are you putting this? Points. That will be goal buttons. New. Well, we'll do the same in here. Else, that will be points push. That will be the goal buttons. right? I should compile now. Let's check. Maybe it will work. No, I already can see that it didn't. And yeah, why? I don't know. Maybe there is something wrong with the properties container. I don't know. Yeah, I merged them, but that wasn't intentional merge. But I was basically forced to do that. What's the console output again? Am I stupid? What's wrong? The name is path point. The value is node handle. Node handle. Node handle. Node handle. And call button. Call button. You know what? Let's do this. Let's save. Close. Reload. Let's see what are the values now. There's that. Yeah, should be the later. What are the values? The values are correct. What are this point to? Here, that's correct. No. Let's check that again. Path. And path. Yeah, that should work fine. Holy shit, that's already an hour and I didn't do enough stuff. All right. Is that what? Yes. Maybe I'm checking in the wrong. Ah, you see that? Or maybe not. Let's. It checks by a tag, right? Yeah, the tag starts with. Where's the tag? Tag 0, tag 1. That's tag is empty, and that's tag the elevator 1. No, that should be okay. I was wrong. All right. Let's debug that step by step. I'm just stuck. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I'll probably like continue. I'll probably like make the stream longer today because of that. You can basically skip that on the recording. So let's check. What's the P? Where's the P? Show me the P. So what's the name? You see this variable? I can see it in here. Why this debugger is so lame? It's like you freaking useless. What's the handle? The handle is this one. Excuse me? What? What's this? What's the box? What? Right. The debugger is confused. I know why. The shadowing, the good old shadowing of the variables, and I will be the how should I call that? The node handle. and the p will remain the same. Maybe should be the property. What else should I fix? That will be node ref. And move that here. This, and that will be, where is that? The node ref. So we should not have this in here. So the property, yes, the floor in here, the points in here. You see how smaller this code is. Yeah, I should probably like delete that because this code is like a lot smaller. Scene graph, try get node handle, that node handles in here, property. I can't understand why why it does not work. So what we have now, the property, and again, it's not in here. Very cool. All right, what's the node handle? Yes, the useless debugger. Why it's so useless? Why it doesn't show me the node ref, the position, the what else? The property. It shows everything, but but not what I want. Yeah, the debugger in here is a bit like, it's sometimes working, sometimes not. But let's see what we will have. Oh, actually, I should probably put the breakpoints in here. But let's see what's in this. Hello, what are you doing? Right, the points. And this is like insane. Let's rerun that. The VS code, I think it's not better, maybe not better than this one. I haven't tried that actually. All right, the node ref. Let's forward that. What's the points? -11, and that's not what we want. What we want. This is so confusing. I don't know why this happens. So it if the property, maybe I'm iterating over the wrong properties. Oh no, the points. I'm pretty sure that Rust Analyzer is a base for the plugin for the IntelliJ of CLion and other IDEs from IntelliJ. So basically made by the team who works for IntelliJ. Not the for IntelliJ for the JetBrains, but they are somewhat close to JetBrains. They're competitors? Really? Ah, all right. That's all right. I was like I was wrong. Okay. So let's see. What's the property? So text starts elevator points. The points are wrong indeed. The call buttons is empty. Let's check. Ah, right. I got this. Um, Step over that. What's the points again? The points are wrong. The call. And you see, it does not show the call buttons. Freaking piece of crap. So I'm pretty sure that everything is fine from my side on the code, but something wrong in here. Yeah, basically can't understand why. Basically, there have the different positions, like the call button. Ah, haha! I got this. I got why this happens. Holy shit! Oh, that's not obvious for you guys. That's not obvious. This is like crazy. Let me show you that in a second. So let's go to, yeah, that's stopped. Where is that? Where is the copy? Where's the graph copy? I totally forgot to test that. And I spent almost an hour to trying to fix the code that was working from the beginning. Let's go in here, and somewhere in here we should have the copying. Yes, the copy notes. So, and in here we have these remap handles stuff. That's insane. Okay. We should go to this for property in new node properties, nitrogen mutable. And in here we should check if that is property value is was that the base, right? That should be node handle. Property value. Now that should be the ref mutable, and that should equals to, yeah, should take this. That should be, what's the yes, this, and the handle should be and this one should be new handle. Maybe yes, it should be new handle. I will explain that in a second. Why this is the case, why this is bugged. This is like crazy. Why you don't like the ref keyword? You prefer to write this and remove this? That's okay too. I'm fine with both options. Sometimes this is preferable because you basically want to use a pattern matching over the value, not the reference. And sometimes that could cause problems, borrowing problems, if you do that like so. Okay. So this step is crucial because what I will show that in a second. What the editor does, it basically creates some temporary objects in the scene, like this gizmo and some other stuff, like this gizmo, this, and these are the objects of the scene. But where you save the scene, it basically removes those objects from the copy. All right, so it basically eliminates them, and the handles of the objects like basically shift by some amount, right? So where the copying is performed, the engine remaps the handles for the copy. Okay, it has the old to new mapping, which basically tells that this old, like the original node has this new copy. So basically this node corresponds to the new copy at this handle. Okay, so and this step is like very important. Otherwise, like as you can see, it just not works. Okay, it just like confused me for over an hour, and holy shit, I should have checked that before. Let's check if that works. That should work fine now. But yeah, that's basically the development of the games. Sometimes you stuck on a thing that takes enormous amount of time, and when you realize that, oh, that's the thing, that this is the thing that's broken, and yeah, but you can't like travel back in time and say yourself like, hey dude, that's the thing, this is the error, you should fix that. So mistakes are made, and you can't prevent that. Let's see. That should work now. We'll find out in a second. Voila! That works fine. Holy shit! That was like very unexpected thing to broke. God damn it! The hour, almost an hour in, like at the trash bin. Went in the trash bin. But okay, so let's continue on the game. Let me actually submit that. Let me commit that. What's in here? This and this. So I want to submit this at first, and that will be remap node handles the properties. Push that. I will push that off stream. I want to write a good comment for that. So, and yeah, let's get back on track. So this fixed now, and that works much better. And what I want to do now is to create the touch screens for as a replacement for buttons. And to do that, what I want is, yeah, basically create almost the same I have done for the door system. If you like was on the, what was that stream, the second one maybe, yeah, that second one. So basically I want to do the same as for doors. I want to apply the UI on the call buttons, and I will be pretty much the same. I want to like copy that maybe and do some tweaks for the code. Yeah, I push so you can clone indeed. Yeah, you should like clone the station address for the repository, and That's basically the entire game. So yeah, let's start. And in here I want to create a new module called UI. Of course, that in here, web module UI, and yeah, let's do this dirty stuff. Let's copy the entire thing. And what else? Let's rename that. How that should be called? Maybe wait, no, the code button UI container, and that should be let's check. The elevator stores call buttons by in a vector, and that's a problem. We want to have a reference, or maybe just handle to the call button, so we can use that in here. And yeah, let's fix that in a second. Like, we should replace that with the pool. All right. What else? Where are the call buttons handled? Check elevators. That's okay. We also want to go in here. Yeah, I have the reference to the rg3d to the specific folder, because yeah, the engine evolves very quickly, and I developed them in the same time, so I don't want to like stick to some engine version. So those like developed at the same time, and that helps me find bugs in the engine, add stuff that's missing, and you got the point. So yeah, what I want to do in here, pull buttons should be a pull, and I'll be spawn, and will be imported as this. Okay, that's fixed. Let's go in here, and I'll be call button, and that will be not the door UI, but the call button UI. That will remain the same, I think, except maybe the door handle, but call button handle will be call button handle again. What else? That should work. What? All right, and call button right. So let's go to the UI itself, the call button UI. What do we need on that? Basically, maybe some maybe border builder new widget builder new build context, and that will be with child. As a child, we will take this entire thing, put that in here. That will be, it should work fine on Linux, except you sometimes can't take can get a list of resolutions on Linux, because I have incorrect code for detecting the available resolutions in the game. I should fix that. So, and basically that won't work if you are using the how does it go, the Wayland window and system server, I should say. So yeah, let's continue with that. I want to speed up things a bit, so I want to like make that in time. What do I want in here? Yeah, the border will be okay, and I want to go and put that in here. What else? I want to get rid of this image, maybe. Yeah, I don't need that. What's the text? Will be the text will say. We don't need this text. This text. Oh no! I want this text, and that text will say the floor. That will be the two rows, right? Row 1, row 2. So this will be floor 0. That will be this text will say. For now, it will say all. What else? A text, set color. I want to get rid of this. I don't need that. What else? Yeah, I don't need the resource manager parameter in here. That should be pretty much this all of that I need. I should go now in the game. Using the X server. All right. So I need to basically create, not create, but implement almost the same thing as I did for the door UI container. That will be a call button UI container. Maybe I should actually create the generic UI container, because all the difference is the UI. All the difference is the parameter. The handle parameter, basically 2 parameters. But will probably do that off stream. Button UI container, because that will probably just reduce container. That will reduce the code duplication, right? So what I want now? Yes, this is fixed. This, where is that? Right. Yes, in the resolve. What's that? The door resolve. What's this? This is the door update, and this is the container. That's not what we want. What's the update? That's a level. Right, in here we should have call button UI container. This and no. Where's that? Is that an update? Why? Where is this used? In here, right? Okay. That will pass that later. No, maybe we didn't need that as a parameter. Okay, so basically want to put that update function. Where is it updated? Right, this is the assignment. This is the render. I want to do the same for call buttons. In the load game, I want to do the same. Call buttons container clear. Destroy level again. Call buttons like this. This will be fixed a bit later. This will be this. And this will be exactly the same. Yeah, the cargo run release should be fine. And let's now create the 3D model for the call buttons, for the call touch screens, I should say. Would I check? All right, that's okay. This 3ds Max is like takes eternity to run. So what I want to do now is to basically create a simple 3D module for this, something like a cube. And yeah, we'll go in here, create something like this, 0.95, 95. So that will be our code button. Where's the clipping options? We put clipping. Oh. So yeah, put that in 0. Let's zoom in. And what else? Like so. Move that in here, and that's too thick. Something like this. And what else? Basically, I want to put that, and that will be the screen itself. It should be a separate object because we will put the texture on it, the procedural texture. You can't open the editor from the game. You should open. You should download the editor repository and build that, and open some scene from the game in the editor. This is a bit confusing for most of the users of the engine, because again the engine is not Unity, right? It's basically somewhat more simple. Where is that thing? All right, let me move that from here to here. I want basically to create some border, maybe like so. That should work fine. And on this thing, I want to put it in here. Zoom it a bit so it will fit in here. Put that in here. So it's called the screen, okay? And this thing will be called call button. All right. So, and what I want to do now is to apply a simple texture on it. Where should that be located? Probably in modules. Maybe this is okay. All right. And I want to apply a UV map on that. And I want to also do this. No, not this. Maybe 0.01. Okay, so that should be fine. It shouldn't be like too fancy. It's okay like this. This is again just a temporary 3D mouse that will serve as a like placeholders for the future 3D models that I will make when the game will be ready. I want to basically create at least one level and make a public test of that. If everything is okay, I can like find what people like and what don't like, and yeah, understand what should be redone or removed, or like, you get the point. So in here I want to create a new folder. That will be call button fbx. Save that, and that will be in the what was the folder again? Call button. Okay, so now I want to go in the editor and replace that. Replace that in yes, in call button. Is that also okay? Yes, it is. Okay. Cursive up, and what is this? Okay. Yeah, I still need to do a smart position selection for the imported stuff. All right, here is it. The new call button that will be fancy soon, but it is a bit smaller than I thought it would be. So let's zoom that in and scale it a bit. Oh my god, I have clipping issues in the editor. Why the hell? Or maybe it's too big now. Or maybe not. All right, let's find out that later. I want to put that in here. What else? What else? Yeah, basically want to copy that again and put that in here, not on this wall, but in here, and rotate that 90 degrees. Put that in here on the wall. On the wall, all right. On the wall it goes, and one more step. I want to replace these cool buttons with this on the elevator. I want to delete that, go to, where is the elevator, and basically replace this and this. And the first was the second floor, like this, and the second was the first floor, like so. All right, let's save that. Go to the game. I don't think it will compile now, but let's find out. Yeah, indeed it is. It doesn't. Why? All right, it does not need this parameter. There is no display resolution scale, and yes, there is no display resolution scale, unfortunately. Do you have a 4K monitor? Then probably everything is too small for you. I'm sorry for that. This is a custom UI. It is not so so hard to add the scaling, but I'm making everything by myself, and I don't have all the time in the world to do that. All right, here are the new cool buttons, but they are without. All right. What the hell is that again? This bug is. Ah, I know why. No one panic. Um. Go button. Okay. And let's do this. Let's do this. Save. What else? Yeah, the screen. Screen is there. What I want to do... Yeah, probably will find the screen by the name. I don't want to add any custom properties for that. Oops. Sorry. That wasn't intentional. What else I can do while I'm in here? Maybe I should patch this hole. What? Well, yes, that's correct thing. Where's the snapping? Right. Let's put that in here. So this is patched. This. All right. I need to patch this one. How should I do that? Maybe. Yeah, maybe just clone that. Put that in here. There will be some Z fighting, but that's okay for now. But we can actually fix that by adding a small amount. Shift that a small amount, and this one. All right, this looks much better. Save that probably, and let's select that again. Then later, scale it a bit, so it will be. Oops. All right, I should scale it in this way, like so, maybe. All right, it is okay. Maybe a bit more, like this. Yeah, there is a bug in the with the grenades where you throw them. Sometimes it will panic. There is even a ticket on the GitHub about this. I will fix that closer to release, and I don't want to bother about that one right now. So let's check again. Why this bug has returned? Oh my god, this keeps annoying me. You know what? Let's remove that and add a new node handle that will be important. Where's the plus button? Here. Point and okay, selection. That will be the first. That will be the second. Okay. Okay. I hope it will fix the issue. I'm still not sure why that happened. Why that happened again? This is not funny. But I'm okay with that for now. I will investigate that upstream. This is like too annoying. Let me reload the scene. I want to ensure that everything is alright. Okay. Gate selection. Okay. That's cool. So yeah, we have screen, and we basically need to assign everything on that. So we need this parameter. Let's go in here. No, we need to go in here, and in here we want to find the screen. Handle node again, and screen handle node screen. What else? Yes, we need to go in the level and add the new parameter in here, and that should be pretty straightforward. I'll be where's the node ref? All right, that will be the graph scene dot graph by name, and we will start looking from the node handle, and we'll look for screen. Screen. Okay, and that should be okay. Now what we want to do is to go to main, where the level is loaded, in here. So let's iterate over every elevator in no, it's not self, but level elevators iterator eight. Yes, and over the call buttons. Handle the button F button handle. That will be elevator, call buttons, player, iterator. I have found potential issue before we have started. So since the container for the UIs stores everything by a handle of a call button, we have a problem because every elevator has its own pool for call buttons, so the handles will be not unique but overlapping. So in here, probably want to maybe have a complex stuff in here. Maybe U64 instead, and there should be a elevator handle and like so. And as a key, I want to create a new hash. And that will be maybe calculate hash. Basically, it will take two parameters and use 64. And that will be the new hasher. Default hasher new. It will be finish hasher, elevator handle hash, hasher, and like so, and we'll do this, and that'll be the elevator. This, and what else? Right. We'll put that in here, and we will do this. So that should eliminate the conflicts, potential hash, potential like collisions in not the collisions. I should say the when you have two elevators, there will be like separate collections for the call buttons, and they will have same handles. The buttons will have same handles for multiple instances of the elevators. And I fixed that by adding a new parameter called the elevator handle. And in here, what I want to do is basically go to the container self button container, and that will be create UI. That will be self small font clone. That will be what else? Elevator handle. Yeah, let's extract that from here. Fader handle. Elevator handle. That will be a button handle. Alright. What's that? Ah, right. Shouldn't put that one here. And we also went basically to do almost the same what we did for the doors. Also the door, let's copy that and go to no, not this one, but the elevator. No, not in here, but in here. So yes, usually it will take the graph, the resource manager. Oh, maybe yes, it will take the resource manager to load the bright texture. And actually don't need that parameter in here. I should get rid of that. Move this, import this, import this, import this, and what else? This and this. Well, that should be the parking lot, right? Why don't like this? What's the texture? It imported the wrong one. It should be the resource texture indeed. What it does? All right, it iterates over the every node starting from the, right. It should be the screen, and it tells us that this code is duplicated, but that's all right for For now, I will fix that off stream. So what we want to do now is to go in here and bottom, apply screen texture, and I will take mutable reference to c.graph the self engine resource manager clone, and as a texture we'll take this texture, and that's probably it. Let's check that. If it, oh no, it does not compile. Why? All right, because we don't need the screen anymore. Screen. And as the call button is single-sided, unlike doors, the doors are two-sided and they have two screens on them. We should have a bit simplified code. It does not render it, which is very interesting. Why? Am I forgot to render that? Nope. Should be rendered. Let's jump in here. We didn't break in here, so that tells us that it didn't find any buttons, any call buttons. Okay, which is confusing. And let's check that. And it crashed. Okay, and basically it panicked because assertion failed, view is some. A very useful message. All right, we should, yeah, wait until it compiles. Might actually requires a recompilation. I haven't touched this code probably. Am I? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm building everything in release mode. That's why it takes some time to compile, because the editor and the engine in total they are like over 100,000 line of codes. So this is a pretty huge project already. Yeah, let's load that. The data levels, the loading bay. This one. Okay, where it points. It didn't. Why it starts crashing? Oh my god. Let's turn off that assert. What's associated item. So that will probably crash again. That is very interesting. A series of issues that are in our way. Very interesting. This is what happens when you trying to stream and use some untested stuff that was implemented recently. Like I was added like this stuff with custom properties was added like a day ago, maybe. Yeah, let's check that again. I wonder why it crashes. Так. So that would be this one. I will probably not call those buttons again. No, the call, not the press. Sorry, I'm very tired right now, so my brain is a bit not in good condition. So yeah, let's replace that. The call button. All right. As you can see, the handles are different. Basically, it points to a not existent node. So let's take that, put that in here, and that will go in here. And the path points are off too. Oh, interesting. They are off too, and I will go in here. And I will go in here. I should definitely investigate why these are like these are getting messed. It's very interesting. Will that work? Okay, now everything works except why the screen texture is not here. At least this works. All right, the elevator is working. Let's go to here and put the breakpoint in here. I want to know why. It wasn't able to find any buttons. Why that happens? That's confusing. Let's check that again. The elevators. Inkle buttons by iterator. Oh, no, not in here. Let's put that. Elevators. I want to ensure that the call buttons are incorrect on their places. All right. That should have the debug. That should have the debug to debug. I said. Yeah, sometimes this is much better to use the simple debug macro instead of running everything under debugger, especially when you have such weird debugger as the IntelliJ one. Okay, let's check what's in here. So the whole buttons is empty. wonder why. What if I close that, open that, and what will be the handles? Waiters. Okay, that. Are they correct? It seems so. Yeah, they seem to be correct. But why they are? But why the game can find them? Yeah, then. Ah, right. It. Holy shit! I forgot to add the required property. Am I so stupid? It should have the floor. Floor. Yeah, I have deleted previous objects and forgot to add the properties on these buttons. Holy cow. Floor. That should be the U32 and it should be floor 1. And yeah, I made a mistake actually. I should like do this in here. Look, right line, message kind. And that should be the warning probably. Or maybe even an error. Which should say like all button is missing floor parameter. And that should help me to debug stuff. Like maybe I should even put that a panic for tests. But yeah. Oh my god. This day is against me today. Okay, here is it. And it's upside down and mirrored again. As was with the doors. So you see there are two screens and they are basically showing the same on both sides. So to fix this issue, I want to go basically to 3ds Max and select the screen. Go to UV X-form maybe. I want to flip that vertically and horizontally maybe. And I want that to be exported again. Okay. So, and that should appear in the game in the correct way. Let's find out. Nope, it shouldn't be mirrored in the x-axis. So let's do that again. Yeah, export, load that. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no how to reload any of the resources. It's a pain in the ass to implement, and I'm trying to avoid that as long as possible. So sorry for that. And yeah, so basically, yeah, it says the floor 0 call, and we press yes, and yeah, it's yeah, I messed up the floors in the editor. So I should go in here and put that 0. And that should be the 1. Save that. Station appearances. Load that. All right, let's press that. Okay, let's press that in here. Okay, it works. All right, we also should fix this text. So we want to go to the UI. And also probably want to do this a bit smaller, maybe like so. So that should be a bit bigger. The interface will be a bit bigger indeed. So, and in here I want to make that stretch, and also set the floor, correct floor in here. And that will be the floor. I'll be 32. And that will be the format. This what? Like so. What else? What else? Right. Go button. Let's pass that as reference in here. No, not this. Go button. Go button. Floor. Yes. And do the same. And let's fix this in here. That will be called button rep. And that should now show the correct floor number on the screen. And the screen should be a bit bigger now. I mean the font on the screen, indeed. Okay, that was okay. So floor 0, let's travel to the second floor, and that tells us that this is floor 1. And we also want to... Give me a second, I'm thirsty as hell. What we want to do is we want to basically ask user whether they want to call the elevator only if the elevator is not on the floor where the call button is located. All right, so if we will have the elevator stands on the 0th floor, but we are located on the first floor, only then the screen on the call button should say a call, because if the elevator is already called, we should print maybe something like I don't know, maybe ready or something like that. Yeah, let's continue on that. And to do that, we basically should go to the elevator to maybe update. Yes, to update. And in here, iterate over the call buttons. A call button, self call buttons. And that will be the pair iterator. And as the second, as the what's the fourth parameter, we want to pass the call button UI container, and we want to pass that as mutable reference call button UI container. So what we want to do in here, we want to check this floor against the floor of the call button. If they are not the same, we want to basically print call, and if they are the same, we want to print ready or something like that. That may be replaced in the future. Yeah. We need to get y as mutable by two handles. Owner handle, and that will be a handle to the that will be owner handle, and that will be the button handle, and indeed that will be handle, that will be the second will be button, like so. And what's that? Turns the option print equals some UI handle. And basically we want to call this set text. And in set text we want to check not in here, but maybe directly in here, if button ref floor equals to self current floor. We want to, what do we want? We want to print ready, and if not, we want to print cold. And of course we want to do so let's do the test, but right, we need to pass the elevator handle in here and replace that with fire iterator mutable. That will be elevator handle, and as the last parameter we should pass yes, this one, like so, where this is called and here we should pass self no called button UI container, and that will be passed in here using this parameter UI no called button UI container. What else? All right, we'll check where this is called. Pass that button container in here. All right, compiled. That's good. Okay, it says ready, and we will start moving. Yes, it says the call. So this is ready. Let's. God damn it! I didn't make that in time. So as you can see, it now asks us if we want to call that. Call. Ready. That's cool. That works perfectly. And what else I want? While the elevator is moving, so while the k is not equals to 0, I want to print like maybe moving, maybe arriving, or something like that, or maybe cold, or something like this. So if the floors are equal, we want to print the ready. If they are not, we should check if k k is the interpolation coefficient. If you watch the previous stream, you will get why, or maybe you should like read this piece of code. Basically, allows us to quickly get the position between 2 points using the linear interpolation. So if it's somewhat closer to no, not this, maybe this be epsilon. If it is not 0, we want to print what do we want to print? Yeah, maybe, yeah, cold is better. And now it should print the cold while it's moving, and we'll see that in a second. All right, that prints ready. All right, ready. Didn't make that in time. All right. So cold, and ready. That's great. It actually does what I want. Can I please jump off this? It's damn fast. Maybe I'm just too small. Too slow. Yes. Cold. Ready. All right. As the next step, I want to put the call button in the lift itself. But that will be a special call button. That button will basically have a selector, a floor selector that will basically allow us to select the floor that interests us. So let's grab this button, create a copy, and we need to attach that to the elevator. All right, I can do this like so. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah, I still need to fix that bag. That's pretty nasty. Where's that? That's in here. And that will be probably somewhere in here. That's okay for now. And that now should move along with the elevator. No, not this button. This button. All right. So if I move the elevator itself, the button will move together. All right. Let's check that in the game. But before we do that, I want to all right. I don't need any. I don't need to do anything because this button wasn't added to the list of call buttons in the lift itself. Let's see what we'll have. Will it load okay? Okay, it loaded okay. That works perfectly. But this button will be special. That's, yes, as I said, that will be the selector. And the selector is a bit more tricky to implement because we need to interact with it. So my idea is basically to have maybe an interaction using the mouse wheel, or maybe the keys, the arrow keys on the keyboard, like where you stand in a bit like close enough to that screen, it will show you the list of floors, and you will be able to scroll over that list using either mouse button or mouse wheel or keys, and then you press the action button and the elevator will go to the selected floor. How we will do that? I'm thinking about creating maybe maybe enumeration in here. That will be you know what, let's submit that. I will fix that off stream, and I will be adding from the rep. I want to commit my changes so I can yeah, that's the second thing that we will add. So I want to like commit my changes as I said. What's that? I didn't that, but yeah, let's stage all, unstage this one, and I will be pretty much everything that we need to commit added. Call buttons UI, commit that. All right, and after that, we can start adding the enumeration call button kind, maybe, and that will be a floor selector, or that will be the how should I call that? The names are always hard. Holy shit, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on a simple thing again. Endpoint. So the endpoint is this one, and the floor selector is this one. And yeah, there will be kind in here, call button kind. And the kind will be the call button kind. What I want to do also is to basically implement that stuff. It's this stuff in here. And go to the UI. And in here it will have the kind, call button kind. And in here I want to create a different user interfaces, basically different UI elements for every kind. And to do that, what I want to do that, actually, ideally, that should be in separate containers. But maybe it's okay to have that in here. but that's all right. Let's add yet another enumeration called button, and I will have exactly the same variants, and in here in the floor selector, what we will have is oh, actually, I realized that I don't basically need to add anything in here. I want to basically change the text of the call button UI when I'll press the either arrow keys or rotate the mouse wheel. I need to like basically select the needed floor, just change the text on the call button, and that will be okay. So what will the kind for in here? Actually, we don't need that because I will explain that in a second. Because we will change this text. Right. Actually, we need to have the reference to this text. Okay. So this text will be how should we call it? A floor text maybe. Humble UI node, and that'll be floor text. Floor text. Like so. And put that in here, and that will be it's a text, and that will be set floor text. Okay, it's pretty much copy paste code, but that's okay. What's next? What's next is, yeah, we need to somehow like inform the elevator that we have some call button, but some floor selector. Okay, so to do that, I should probably just add another parameter in here, node handle, and that will be called floor selector. And we will assign the floor selector in here. Save that. Okay, the floor selector. So let's check if that compiles now. It should be fine. Nope. Right. The default is experimental. Input default for call button kind will be self endpoint, and that should compile. Nope. Still don't want to compile. All right, we should pass the call button kind, and that will be endpoint. And also, yeah, let's do that right now, and that will be the floor selector. And we don't need to have this parameter. Can get rid of this, and this, and all right, and the floor. All right, it accepts the floor. Yeah. Ideally, I should create should put the floor parameter in here as the, but I don't want to do that. That will just take a lot of time, and basically it keeps the functionality the same. And that will be the floor selector. I will refactor everything off stream. I don't want to spend your time, guys, so like, understand. You should get me right, okay? Okay, and that should be the floor selector. Let's check if that works. It basically should print the floor 0, and it should react as other equal buttons. But we will add custom logic to that in just a moment. I just want to ensure that everything works fine, since we have some problems previously. We had some problems. Okay, it works. It's perfect. So okay, so let's go to maybe player. Yes, the player. So we have the check elevators in here, and we want to be able to select floors in here. So we should have some special button for to select the direction. We probably should have something in the controller. No, not in the controller, but maybe. All right, in the control scheme. Yeah, the cursor up and cursor down and left, right. That is used in the inventory, and we can use these buttons too. So to do that, basically want to go into the input controller and yeah, add the same in here. Cursor up, and cursor down. Then we should maybe go in here. Where is that actually handled? No, not this one. Where is this handled? All right, it's in journal, and all right, it's not in here. That's okay. Basically, once you put that, I will be what that will be cursor up. No, cursor up and cursor up, and the same for cursor down and cursor down. All right. So check elevators. And yes, we need to basically select, maybe not select, but yeah, select floors using those buttons. So we already iterated all over the call buttons in here, and as you can see, it checks here the action and it calls the elevator in case of if we are standing a bit close enough to the button. Yes, I want to go basically in here and replace that with this. If the controller action is raised, but I want to do the additional check in here. Call button kind should be endpoint. I should also add partial equality derive and add additional check in here. If self, like if self controller, the cursor up. and maybe not this, maybe if yeah, let's do that. Match call button kind. Okay, let's put that in here. And then here in this branch, we want to check if either cursor up or cursor down is pressed. Self-controller, cursor up, else if self-controller, cursor down. And in both cases, we want to basically determine the new floor. Oh, actually, I don't need that check. I don't need that check because the call button inside the elevator should also work when I like stand close enough to it. So this should be convertible to it's this one. Yes, and the new floor will be what it will be the call button floor saturating sub 1. Yes, and this will be the what will be yes, this one will be the floor +1, or maybe we can be extra paranoid in here and do the saturating add 1 max, not max, min, and in min we want to check if the new value is lower than the elevator points then 732 saturated sub 1. Yeah, that's a bit complicated, but basically it tells us that we should subtract the not subtract, add 1 with the check, with the bounce check. Yeah, it definitely can't exceed the 4 billions of floors. We can't have the lift with such amount of floors, but I prefer to be extra paranoid sometimes. Only sometimes. Sometimes I want to unwrap everything and pray gods that it will work. Right, so the next step is to create a new message called set floor, maybe set call button floor. I'll be this one and call button and call button. And what else? And the floor indeed. U32. So as the next step, we want to go in here where all the messages are handled. No, not this, but the level. And I don't know where it is. All right, in here. So message call set call for set call button floor in here, and add missing fields. I'll be set call button floor. What's the parameters? The call button. Handle, call button, and this one, call button. That will be the elevators, call buttons, call button, floor, equal to floor. So in this place we have mutable access to the floor, to the elevators, and in here we don't. As you can see, we have this as not as mutable reference. So and this should be set called. And this the last one is called button. How that should be call button. Right, it should be shit. It should be player iterator again, call button, and okay, button. Okay, let's check if that works. I hope it will, because I'm so tired. The new floor. All right. Yeah, let's do this trick. I really like it. Else none. If let's a new floor, new floor. That should have no performance penalty because there's basically a lot of space for other values, but I'm not sure. Binary operation cannot be blah blah blah. We don't need that anymore. We can use pattern matching. Yeah, there's pretty much there's a lot of warnings, but that all will be fixed after this year. So let's see. Okay, I'm pressing the arrow keys. As you can see, it works in the inventory, but it does not work in this case. Maybe just a UI update. Set floor text. Right, it does not call. I'm stupid. Okay. Right. Yeah, let's put that in here. I don't care. No, in here. And UI, floor text. And that will be format floor. As an index, we'll have self. No, not this one. Call button ref floor. All right. Tons of warnings, but that's okay. Okay, let's check. Still not working. I'm curious why. All right, let's put this in here. This goddamn debugger, it's so freaking slow. All right, we have a floor selector. The cursor up and cursor down. And let's go in here. That should please set that. Okay, thank you. Hello. Is everything all right? Thank you. Oh, it actually triggered. And the new floor is I have pressed the up arrow key. And the new floor is 0. Why? Why it's 0? It should be 1. Ah. I messed up keys. Okay. That should be in here, and that should be in here. Because when I press down, it should select the lower floor. And I should, when I press up, it should select the upper floor. And that was the mistake. Let's check. I should work now. At least. I think it should. No, why are you not working? Why are you doing this to me? All right, let's do very quick check. 4 + 1. Some. Maybe I messed up something in here. Yeah, I was trying to be clever in here and probably messed up in here, which is, yeah, a bit common. It's still not working. Maybe I was looking at the wrong position. That should be also. Oh, it's not done wrap. Set call button floor. Is it handled? Oh my god. I should like go and sleep because I'm so freaking tired right now. But I will finish this. Don't like to left unfinished business. All right. Oh my god, thank god it works. That's cool. So as you can see, it also checks if it can call the elevator. The great success. I should call it. Okay, so could you please move? Ah, right. Move that floor. Call that from here. This is okay. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, that works. That's fantastic. Up. And let's do this. Squishy, squishy. So yeah, probably that's it for today. And the next stream I will continue on that because we need to add doors, and that will be probably painful again. So yeah, the doors will be on the next stream. I'm so tired right now, so yeah. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bye.